Okay, everyone. I'm going to show you a little bit of how to use Sonoran CMS. Um, I personally love this whole system that they have here from Sonoran servers. An absolutely amazing software if you want to manage your community. I'm just going to use my community as an example of the features and go through the settings and what each one does. Um, So from the latest one on the version 0.5.36, they changed the layout of the menus. It used to be on the side, but they changed it. Um, so now when you do create your community on CMS, the first thing you want to do that I recommend doing is setting up your forms. Um, Now the admin administrative panel is going to be this little gear icon next to the clock in and clock out in your notification center. Once you click that, it's gonna show you your everyone who has joined. It's gonna show them in like this grid. You could just change it to list if you like. It's a little bit easier, but I personally like the grid. But the list is nice. Um, to go back to the forms, you just go to customization, community forms. Now this is where you could edit your forms and see all the forms you have. Um, to add a new form, you just simply click D plus. You could add a custom form or a custom folder. The folder is what you see here with the staff only or whatever name you want to do it. You could post, just drag your forms into there if you want to keep it a little bit organized. But we're going to create a custom form. Now, here you're just going to put the title of the form, a brief description. Try to keep this a little bit short so it's not overpowering, and the form type. You have new member, secondary application, patrol, accommodation, complaint, community forms, disciplinary actions, and training history. You just select what form this is, so we're just going to do a new application for now. You could upload your own image if you like, and the order. The sort order basically shows you the order the form's going to be. So if I put 1, it's going to be at the top of the list of the forms. Now you will notice that the edit form stages is red and flashing. These are the form stages. So the way that my community uses this is when you submit an interview, which is the application. Once you submit it, it's going to give you a role in our Discord pending application. Um, After that, once we go into form management panel, review it, it's going to be considered under review. And then that form or your role in Discord will change from pending application under review and so forth. You're just going to create a new stage. The stage label is the name, and then the internal label. The stage description, also keep this short, so it doesn't overpower. The color and the icon. The icon will take you to a new link called fontawesome.com. What I have noticed is that not all icons will work, but if you, let's do a Wi-Fi symbol for example, it's just going to be the name Wi-Fi, not the full thing. Because if you do the full thing, it's going to show something weird like this. But if you remove it, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on there. You see the Wi-Fi symbol and the name. We're going to just do testing form as a description. And then the color, you can just change the color to whatever. Now, the new stage option is if you have previous stages, that's what you would select. If you want this to be as a default stage, you would click default. Now, the stage actions, this is where you could set it up for auto reply, notify submitter via notification, which is the little bell icon, notify submitter via email, disable/enable replies, change submitter's department/rank, modify submitter's community status, and execute Discord webhook. The one I basically use is email, notification, and department rank. These other ones I really don't use, but each community is different. So, but for the one, if you want to link it with Discord, which you do have to get the Sonoran bot, um, to be able to do this department rank and have it execute to Discord. So all you do is, this is the primary rank. So once they say, for example, submit the application, actually I'll just show you, just go ahead and cancel this. I'll just show you the one that I already, which is scheduling review. This is our application. So you see that pending application is the first default stage that happens. After that, then you could do, once you click edit, the next stage option is going to be under review. So this is the email in the this is the enable this reply, or enable and disable replies and notify submit review notification. So you would see that it's going to add a rank called pending application. Like I said, this is linked with my Discord. So once they submit that, they're automatically give the role in my Discord pending application. Don't worry about these because these are just stages that have been added. But now, once you click under review, which is the next stage after pending application, you have the option to archive it or do a pending interview. Now, when you do a pending interview, it's going to remove pending application from them and going to give them under review role in Discord. And like I said, this is how I have mine set up, so yours might be a little bit different. Once you do the pending interview, then it's I have it staged where it's gonna give you the approval, denied. You could archive it or put the application on hold. Now all this will vary down here based on the roles up there. Either removes it or does not remove it. And then, so like I said, just ignore these ones because these are the stages that are under some of these. So you can just ignore these. But just to add an existing role, you just click add existing stage and select the stage and so forth. Now for the folders, this is what I have in my folder. All you do is you just simply drag it into it, and now it's in there. Okay, so I have this set up to staff only, where staff is, these are all the staff forms that are able to be posted by staff on the user's profile. I will go into later on of how to do that. So now once you get your application or your form done, I would recommend going to the department manager. Department manager is what you do your role. You could do this first to make it a little bit easier, or you could do it last. It's all up to you. But you would just click, you would put the department name, short name. So for example, BCSO, Blaine County Sheriff's Office, short name is BCSO. This is a secondary department. Okay, I have it set up where my primary department is CSRP users. This is the primary department. Either they're going to be a member, CSRP civilian, user, left, kick, active, banned, or probation. Now this active is actually a secondary because I use it for something else. I'm not going to go into detail, and also this probation I use it as secondary. It's also for something else. But you can see that you can also add a color to it. You could change the icon. Now, this icon actually requires all that. Besides just shield, it requires all that. And it works. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes these icons will work and sometimes they will not. Now the power level, you can read what the power level is, but I just change it to the power level of the rank. So director, of course, is the community owner, and the power level should be the highest. and then these are the default permissions. So if you select any of these permissions, this is what the rank's going to have by default, regardless if you have it set here. If you have it unchecked, but you have it checked under default department permissions, they're still going to have it because this is department wide. Now, if you just want to select things, then you do it there to make it a little bit easier. But you pretty much should understand kick user, ban user, archive user, which is just basically puts them aside, but they don't show in your community. And then modifications, they can modify either custom forms, departments, so forth. And then the role or the forms that you create will be listed here. This is the view submitted. So this permission will grant the user the ability to view submitted forms. This grants the user the ability to edit on forms, change form stage, enable/disable replies, basic reply, so forth. This permission grants the user to submit the application/form. Also, it will show you when you hover over it of what it means. Server permissions. So if you want your server to be a whitelisted server, this is where, and you want to use CMS to have the ability to do that. This is where you would allow the role to join or to not to join your server. But you're going to have the script for this install on your server. Now, this is profile field permissions. This is basically gives the user the ability to basically add their customize a profile to like a time zone, Steam ID, whatever you'd like. You can create your own field. Homepage permission. This is just the homepage permission. Now, what I meant by your profile is basically this. You have your Discord. The way I have it says Discord username, 5 username, Discord ID, Steam hex, and your time zone. They could click it if you have it set up and customize their time zone. You could add a bio. And this is the new update that they did. They added the roles where you can show underneath them. You could also have them allow them to edit their display name. Here it will show you all the forms that you have submitted. Now, do keep in mind, if you do submit a form on a user's profile, all to do is you go to administrator's panel, get a list. Let's use this user. Don't know who this is. You're just gonna right click view member profile. Now, if you go to this part, their profile, you're gonna see where you could submit an application directly onto their profile. Now, do note that if you do it this way, you're still going to be the author of this form. So, of course, it's still going to show on yours. But if you click notify and show on member's profile, it will notify this user and show on their profile that this form has been submitted on their account. Here you're able to view all their forms that either have been submitted directly on their account or the user has submitted themselves. But that's just the basics of CMS. Now, pages, custom page editor is where you're able to customize a page of your liking. This is the home page that I have, and this is the way I created it. If you want cancel, go back. So for BCSO, oops, I don't want that set as home. For BCSO, this is the BCSO page, so you could customize it the way you like it. You can short the pages of how you like it. The newest one was gallery. This is the gallery, so if you want them to upload photos, to the gallery, you're able to. Um, Now this works just like the forms. So if let's see. So if like custom page editor, I have it set forms. Um Here you're able to add this section. So this is a form category. This is the gallery. So if I add a gallery, it's gonna add something like this. And you're able to edit the permission. This is if you want to create a category, you're able to edit the permission of creating posts, which is uploading a photo. I only have it set to members, so they're able to do it. But I don't want that, so I'm just going to cancel it. But yeah, this is basically the basics of using CMS. They do update this weekly with new features. If you have any bug issues, you could just go into their Discord and submit a support ticket. If you need help, you could visit their Discord, or you could just leave a comment below and I try to reply to you as quick as I can on your questions. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is my community of how I have it set up. Yours is different. If you need help setting one up, feel free to reach out to any of the developers in Sonoran servers, or if you want, you can reach out to me, and I'll be able to help you out. But thank you for watching. Hopefully this actually did help you guys understand some of the stuff. But I will be making more videos about other things like the clock in, clock out, and so forth.